汇集天下大事，聚焦华人热点。西雅图中文电台网络电视。
About our friends talk here.
Hey guys, I'm a blogger and I write a lot of how-to article, right? Like how to find a girlfriend as a blockchain technology developer, something like that. It's very hard and it's very popular. So a lot of people want to copy my idea and post the article in their blog or Facebook. Then they get famous and I get nothing. And what should I do? Find a lawyer, sue him, or a lot of things, pretty expensive. I don't know what to do.
Okay, then let's say when our friends talk here, what kind of options my friends talk here have? Maybe he can go to the US copyright office and using bootstrapping, figure out himself. It costs like $35 to $55, probably 8 hours. Or he hire an attorney, like $500, but they take 1 hour. Or you could use current centralized DJ stamp. It's web-based, probably 30 seconds per document, like 5 minutes.
Life pursuit team. We are an accomplishment trust network. What does that even mean? We are a blockchain-based decentralized network and platform for trusted organizations to share their data about your accomplishment with the whole world. How does it work? So you produce a lot of data. You know it or you probably don't know it, but your education institutions have data about you. Your certification institutions have data about you. You have awards. All this data is stored at too many locations across the world. Our idea is to bring all of them onto blockchain, provide a platform, a network for people to write innovative applications on top of this data and network. This is how the simplified model works. You authorize a trusted organization on our blockchain to share your records with the world.
As I'm sure you guys are all well aware, the cryptocurrency market, fueled by speculative investment, extended as high as $850 billion in 2017. And now many Wall Street analysts are projecting valuations as high as $3 to $5 trillion. Stalwart financial institutions, long skeptical of cryptocurrency, have started to take notice of the volatility and are starting to build substantial positions within the market. For example, just this past week, Goldman Sachs publicly announced for the first time they're opening a trading desk for crypto. More than half of the top 20 trading firms right now have jobs posted for crypto traders. I myself am a cryptocurrency trader and co-founder of a hedge fund based in Puerto Rico, specializing specifically in cryptocurrency. I've been actively trading and managing a crypto portfolio since 2011. As a cryptocurrency trader, I want every advantage possible in this emerging market. Beyond simply looking at charts and technical indicators, backtesting algorithms and strategies, I'm constantly reading online message boards such as Reddit, social networks such as Twitter, and chat channels such as Telegram and Discord to get a feel for market sentiment. I want to know what people make comments like this, okay, basically saying Bitcoin dropped 10% today, I'm cool with that. I want to know where they are on this chart. Because as it turns out, this chart is highly valuable and fitted to the cryptocurrency market. I want to know, are people exuberant? Are they greedy? Are they in denial? Or are they scared? So understandably, reading all for all this data is pretty time intensive, but the data set is truly rich. On Reddit alone, there are over 1 million subscribers on the top 3 cryptocurrency trading subreddits, and at any given moment, there are tens of thousands of active participants having valuable discussions about market movements. What if we could analyze this big data leveraging machine learning and distill sentiment? What if we could use
to buy drugs or alcohol? But maybe it's a woman who wants money to buy a bra so she can look professional in a job interview she has coming up. Maybe it's a man who needs a bus voucher to travel to his work at CenturyLink Stadium. Those are real stories of why homeless people are asking for money in the King County area that we have heard. But what is it they lack? What don't they have? Trust and credibility. Trust that they're going to put the money in a way that helps them get out of homeless. Credibility that they're working hard to create a better situation for themselves, to get out of this situation. Our mission is to bring trust and credibility to homeless individuals that allows them to achieve financial independence. So how are we doing this? We're doing this by creating a unique digital ID for homeless people on the blockchain. We'll walk you through how that's going to work. We're going to be partnering with shelters where a homeless person will register for this digital ID. Their digital ID will be linked to their biometric data, so they'll always have access to this specific ID. But the thing is, this ID is going to remain anonymous for them. With talking to homeless people, they didn't want their real name out on the internet. They didn't want a photo of their face on the internet. This is because they might be embarrassed or ashamed of their homeless status, and they want to protect themselves from, say, an employer, maybe a family member, from having this big stamp of homelessness on their head. This digital ID allows them to do that.
And we are here to talk about My Food Chain. This is a nonprofit project. 40% of the food in this world goes waste. It's the same in America. 1 in 6 people today doesn't know where their next meal is going to come from. This is a huge problem and we need to solve it. Food insecurity is a solvable problem and there are solutions that exist, but as you can see here, the solutions that exist are for large donors. What we need is more solutions that focus on smaller donors. There is a technology platform that can be developed to match small donors with smaller nonprofits so that some more food can be recovered in the process. The potential impact of a donation matching application like this would be about 150,000 pounds of food saved, which could translate into 250 million meals. That's a lot of food, and we're going to walk you through a solution to solve just this problem.
Or any fiat currency, and we will also develop mobile wallet for it. Our unique value propositions for the customers are ease of use and security. For the business are lower transaction fees and brand image. Accepting cryptocurrency will make your brand be cool and hip. Our unique unfair advantage will be we will build a viral referral system into the blockchain using our technical using our knowledge. Using SMS, there's no application required, so lower barrier of entry. We feel it's going to be a great solution for emerging markets like India and China. So we talked to restaurants and local business around here. What we find out is different businesses, different roles, they cares about different part of the payments. For example, owners cares about transaction fees.
Ether wallet. Many have fallen prey to this, where they have accidentally sent their Ether to this wallet in auto-filled fields. Look how much is in there right now. Another problem. So let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, as it stands today, utilizing cryptocurrency is still difficult, cumbersome, time-consuming, confusing for people, and to safely and securely send it, what's out there? What solution can be provided for that? Well, that continues to be the main barrier for entry for a lot of new adopters today. We here at Send Me Token are trying to solve this, or are solving this, I should say, with our decentralized application, which is a global blockchain registry. And with that, we'll be able to send cryptocurrency safely and securely via text message. And I'm going to let my teammate Murat explain how.
Within our team, we come up with a very great idea of how to achieve these impossible things. To be decentralized, to be convenient for users to provide a very easy way to transfer coins, at the same time achieve high level of security and privacy. In high level, we have global blockchain registry where user puts their identity information together with special address generator, and when the sender wants to send any coin, he accesses that registry, gets address generator, generates unique address for this pair of sender and receiver, and uses it for secure transaction.
State broker for overseas investors buying luxury homes, multi-million-dollar homes in Seattle. And I found many of them are vacant. And I asked the investor why you're not renting them out, like doing some short-term rentals. And they told me that, well, I have to hire a property manager who charges, 25–30% of the, the transaction fees. And that's not very economic. And also there's no background check, efficient background check for renters at this point with the current models out there. And the investors, they would like large deposit for people to rent their homes in order to be ensured that nothing's going to happen. So we found, well, if we provide a property management system integrated and a third-party service integrated into a marketplace and include a scoring system that vet the renters with background check, criminal check, credit check, and even like education into our system, develop a scoring system. And what if we using crowdsourcing to help renters to crowdsource the rent and deposit to bring down the barrier to rent those homes. So then we can help the investors really quickly to rent those out. To do that, we also want to streamline the process with blockchain and smart contracts in our system and to secure the process. And we also want to use machine learning and AI to improve the recommendations for matching process. And
this is Yen and Jay. So we want to make Bitcoin better. We want to make Bitcoin fast, free, at scale. When I first got involved with Bitcoin, I actually thought that it could handle a lot. I didn't really think about the limitations of the number of transactions it could do. I thought it would be able to handle what we needed. 7 transactions a second isn't anywhere close to what even Visa can do at 2,000 transactions a second. The reality is that Bitcoin costs between 80 cents and $4 a transaction right now. Within the last few months, it's been as high as $50 or $55 a transaction, and it takes about 9 minutes to confirm a transaction. There are other Bitcoins or coins being offered trying to solve this problem, but we think we have some benefits that do this. Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash have both tried to expand the size of their blockchain piece, but when you're trying to improve on 7 transactions a second, you're just not going to get close to the 2,000 or many more that you need to actually be a universal choice for sending money around the world. The solution involves advancements in the distributed ledger technology. Specifically, we're talking about things like the nano block lattice, the Hedera hash graph, or the IOTA's tangle. These new algorithms are able to perform the basic function that you need for a blockchain of providing basically proof against double spend and a sequence of events that everyone agrees on with what transactions happened. These new technologies are able to actually handle thousands, many thousands, tens of thousands of transactions a second. We think by applying this to Bitcoin, we now can actually have the best of both worlds.
So my name's Keith, and I'm an athlete. And my favorite competition I ever formally competed in was the Massachusetts High School State Decathlon. Fast forward to the 10th and final event. It's the mile. We're in the top 10, predicted to fall out because I'm a 225-pound thrower with no cardio to speak of. I don't know what happened. I blacked out, but I found another gear, whipped out a 5:07, and we placed second in the state. And to this day, it's my proudest achievement, at least athletically. And throughout human history, we've sought to immortalize our achievements. The Arc de Triomphe, the pyramids of Giza. And in our customer research, we found that this applies true today, especially with runners. Your personal best is both your pyramid, your arc, and your resume to further your success and gain entry to more prestigious events. The Boston Marathon, the Ultra Marathon, the Death Valley. Hawaii has them too. How this would work at first is we need to just organic growth. We start out at events, we take their completion certificate ID, we manually verify that ourselves, put it on the blockchain. We reach a critical mass of users through this method, and Stephen's going to tell you about how we decentralize that solution through B2B relations.
Thank you, Keith. So the idea here is if we are able to implement the trophy case solution for all the athletes that are competing in these endurance events, we're able to establish essentially a user base for all these different regional events. As an example, what we want to do in the next 90 days is test small. Right? Part of this experience is building an MVP, and we want to create a testable hypothesis within the next 90 days. So what that looks like is being at every single endurance event for the next, within driving distance for the next 90 days. And we'll have a booth. So it's about $100, per event, and we will just try to get as many users as possible who care about immortalizing their concept or their accomplishments. Within the first 120 days, we want to have one of those regional enterprise relationships. Each of these.
My name's Connor, but you should really meet my friend Liz. Liz is a millennial like a lot of us. She has trouble saving for her international travel budget, but she wants to go on trips. Like 40% of millennials and Liz, I'm also one of those folks who's overspent on travel before. I've gone over my travel budget and had to look at my bank account the next day. And also, I'm someone who's seen some consumer research that says people will create new bank accounts for travel, and they'll also go ahead, and in some cases, they'll actually use paper money just to hold it off so they don't spend it for travel. We talked to a user like that. That's where Sliver comes in. We make it a seamless experience, we make it easy for you to budget and save for travel, and then we make it easy for you to spend in country, in local currency, saving money on fees, and allowing you a cross-border account that will enable you to spend your money in euros, pounds, or whatever the currency is. We have easy savings plannings, an innovative and intuitive UI, and a simple savings tracking. Over time, you can convert your currency. We'll give you alerts when currency may be a good conversion opportunity. And we give you the Sliver card, which allows you to have fee-less purchases in country. We have a feed that will list your deposits, list your transactions, and allow you to have feedback on, how did you spend your budget? Was it on restaurants? What was it? Also, we have a social aspect. We give an opportunity for groups who are trying to save together to, reach their goals in tandem, or to challenge each other, compete with your buddies, maybe earn a prize. We talked to a lot of people and had some extensive interviews about would they use this service, what do they need from a travel app. And we found that 75% of millennials, according to market research, have at least one travel app on their phone. And they're following trip experts. But the problem is if I Google, save on travel today or budget travel, what comes up are a bunch of experts who are, influencers on social media saying, here are 10 trips.
Look around. It takes an awful lot to come to an event like this, to see it all the way through the end, and to build something and to do something amazing. So we looked at 4 criteria: the business model, customer validation, execution and design, and your use of blockchain. So that's the way we thought about it, so that's where the feedback will come from.
And third place. Cat's out of the bag. BitID is a couple notes for everybody. One of the things we talked about was how do you make this a better business idea? How do you get to revenue faster? How do you do that at launch versus just at scale? So lots of things and lots of encouragement for the folks who didn't make the top 3 around really just continuing to think about how you monetize it, the idea of the product. So let's get a photo.
That's a nice picture.
Thank you very much. And second place. Go ahead. Yeah. Send me token. cameras again.
Alex, get in the picture.
Right a minute. Tech is silent. Business absolutely silent.
Appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
All right, guys. Sorry to make this quick. Just want to say thank you to the judges. I'm honestly I speak for my team. We're honestly truly flattered by this experience and what we were able to accomplish. But I just want to part with a message for everybody in this room. Just to jump off the concept of the whole 1% thing. I truly believe the cryptocurrency market and blockchain is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar market. Okay, so in that context, the people in this room, all right, you guys are early and you guys are here to build stuff. And for that reason, I'm super, super, super bullish on everybody in this room. We're here planting the seeds of innovation. So keep working at whatever you guys are doing. Just believe in what you're doing. And honestly, when this does get to $5 trillion, Lambos for everybody in this room. So that's a fact.
You're on the record.
That's a fact. So, thanks everyone.
What's your dog's name?
Be more careful.